Joined now by a former Ohio State football player and a former Cleveland Brown, Tyvis Powell. And Tyvis, thanks for joining us. I want to get your take. You're a lifelong Browns fan. There are no moral victories in the National Football League, but with that said, do you think Browns fans should be encouraged by what they saw out of this team this year?
Definitely, they should be. The Browns, they faced a lot of adversity this year. With COVID, they had players in and out of the lineup. They lost coaches during the season, and somehow, some way, outside of the Jets game, they found a way to still get things done. So it showed a lot of grit and hunger. And then with this past game that we just watched, them being down at halftime, 19-3, I think it was. A lot of people will be like, that's the same old Browns. They can't compete with the good teams. And then they come back and fight their life. They fight so hard to come back and win the game. And, it's just unfortunate they fell short at the end.
Tyvis, as you look at this Cleveland Browns, what's missing? What parts do they need to push them over to the next level?
Well, for one, they need all their players to stay healthy. That's first of all, because, they lost Odell, they lost Olivier Vernon. Like I say, some of the coaches went down with COVID, and we need COVID to be going. Another thing, that'll be huge moving forward. But I think, just some key pieces on defense, maybe just a little bit more speed in the back end. But as far as the offense goes, the offense is really well. We finally got us a great line that protects well. Baker has had a tremendous season, in my personal opinion, and we got that great run game. So as long as you got two good running backs, you good.
As you look at that fumble, Rashard Higgins, man, that touchdown, that should have been a touchdown. Boy, it would have been the difference in the game. I had some Browns fans that have lived through the tough days going, oh, no, not another fumble.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch, wasn't
it? You know what? It reminds you of the fumble in the end zone back in the day. It's just, for some odd reason, every time they come to the Browns, it's always something about a fumble that makes something bad. I don't know what that's about. But, yeah, that one was huge, man. I guess that's why they say you never reach when you get to the goal line. I guess you can't – I can't really blame Rashard Higgins because, that's just a player trying to make a big-time play. In his mind, he wanted to score. And he was there. He felt like he could get it done. We completely missed the fact that it was a target on that. Nobody's going to talk about that. But he definitely was – it was a target. But, that's just him doing too much, man. He just should have just – got down and just trusted. We got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. We was for sure going to get a touchdown. But, that's just a guy who wants to take it upon himself to try to be the hero.
Tyvis, when the Browns drafted Baker Mayfield, and I'm a big fan, Buckeye fans, a lot of them don't like him because he take that flag. But
it's very mixed feelings about him.
I understand that. But when they drafted him, I said within 5 years, Cleveland would be in a Super Bowl. And I'm calling it now. I think they're in a Super Bowl next year. Can they win with this guy?
I think they have, now that they got Stefanski as a coach, he's done a tremendous job calling that offense this year. He keeps it very balanced, with the running backs that we have. Like I said, they make a lot of things possible. They kind of make the game easier for Baker. And when Baker's in a zone, when he's hot, he's ripping that ball. So I think he definitely showed this year. I think he answered a lot of questions that Cleveland had for him. Because, last year, obviously, it was a bad season. But obviously, when he has a good coach, he's as good as any quarterback in the NFL. And I definitely think that after seeing him win the Cincinnati game, after him coming back and coming down from 19-3 and trying to come back and win this game, he definitely showed the heart and the desire and the courage to win. And that's everything you want in a quarterback that's not scared to step up and make those big-time plays in the big-time moments.
I wanted to get your take on one other thing. Your college coach, Urban Meyer, has decided to get back into the game. He's going to coach in the NFL. How do you think he'll do? It's a jump going from college to the NFL.
Urban is I don't even want to call Urban. Let me be respectful. Coach Meyer is one of those guys who knows how to get a team to play for him. He's going to go out. He's going to have the best coaching staff. And, he's going to do everything he can to make sure that it's as a family base, a family atmosphere, and make people play for each other. Because when you get that in your team, that's when the organization becomes special. So I think he's going to do a great job doing that. As far as him going from NFL to college, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's football, and he's going to hire the coaches that knows the game and is going to put the players in the best situation. So I think Urban's going to do a great job. Plus, he got a ton of cap room. He got the first pick in the draft. He got a ton of picks in the draft. I think he's going to definitely build that organization up, and they're going to start winning games again.
Well, with that said, they've got the first pick. Is it going to be Trevor Lawrence or will it be Justin Fields? Who do you think he takes?
Coach Meyer is a guy who, ever since he was on Fox, he always did a lot of talking about how good Trevor Lawrence is. And I think he's just going to, I think he has a thing for Trevor Lawrence, and I think that's who he's going to go with. Me personally, I would trade the pick for Deshaun Watson, but I'm not the coach, so I can't make those decisions. But I think he's going to go with Trevor Lawrence for sure.